Welcome back, everyone, to another Emacs micro lesson. Here I'm in org mode today, and I have a problem before me. So I've got this embed code for a YouTube video. So let's say I'm writing a nice HTML document here, and I want to embed this video from YouTube. So, writing a nice HTML document. Here's a video. So now let's do Control-C, Control-E to export this, and I'm going to hit H for HTML, and then I'm going to hit H again as HTML file, because I should already have it loaded right here. Yeah, okay, so here's the file. We don't need the video anymore. So you see right here, writing a nice HTML document, a normal paragraph, in HTML terminology, another paragraph, and then this, of course, was just rendered as another paragraph. If we actually inspect this element, you'll see, or actually, instead, why don't we view the page source? Well, there's a lot of stuff in here, but there you go. Our embed code was rendered as just an HTML paragraph. And actually, to make this a little easier to read, we'll do Control-B for just body only. So then when we send it out, we'll see we've got much more basic page source code here. All right, so how do we embed this properly? Well, there's a thing in org mode called structured templates or structural blocks. Basically, what happens is here I have a little shortcut. It's a less than symbol and then the letter H, and I hit Tab, and it expands into this structured block here. It's a begin export, and HTML is the argument here, and then it ends the export block. So what this is saying is basically when you export this document, to please have org mode include the HTML as written. Don't put it in a paragraph, don't do anything special to it. So let's actually, we can actually just copy and paste that into there, or yank it, or even easier, we could just highlight the region and do Control-C and then Control comma. It will prompt us for a key for this structured block. We'll hit H for HTML, and there it surrounded it for us in HTML. And you can see we've even got some HTML syntax highlighting here. So org mode is smart enough to know that we're in HTML, and it gives us some nice an HTML editing area that's friendly on the eyes. So now let's do Control-C, Control-E to export this again. H, switch back over to Firefox, open it up, and I didn't do body only, but that's okay. So it included our title, and here's the video. So yeah, pretty easy. And then of course, if you know some HTML, you can make this look a little nicer. You can come up here and we can center it if we want. So I'm pretty sure that's pretty deprecated, but when we do it, yeah, so now the video is centered nice and neat. And of course, this is not just for like in HTML, or you can also do LaTeX as well. So now this will export bare LaTeX if you're exporting to LaTeX. But also there's other sort of graphical elements you might want in your HTML. So for example, if you want to do a block quote, so you can do Q and expand that, and then this will be a quote. Now the nice thing about that is when we send that out to HTML, you see here, if we actually, let's export it again, body only, to make the source code a little more easily readable. So you'll see here, it put it in the HTML block quote and included a paragraph as well. So it's a paragraph inside a block quote element. So if you want to style that with CSS in any way you want, that is what you would want to use. But the thing is here, the nice thing is that if you were exporting this to LaTeX or an open office document or tech info, there's a lot of different export options. It will use the correct quoting structure that the document you're exporting to will take. So it will write it differently depending on which delivery delivery format you're sending it to. So that's kind of generic, and you also have verse as well. So yeah, there's a lot of different structured templates. If you look in the documentation, the one thing that you have to do is you have to, in order to get these, to get the structured blocks, you can just type them or copy and paste them. But if you want to do the shortcuts like I did, so that your source code, for example, you do the letter S, and that becomes source, and you could say, we're doing elisp here, and you can do your load file, and so now you can actually do source code blocks as well. The way that you enable the shortcuts, let's actually look at my shortcode really quick, or a source code. You can see there it even does the syntax highlighting in the export as well. But the way to enable these template expansions is you just have to go into your Emacs init file and put, I think, require org tempo. I'll have a link down below just to verify, but I believe that is all you have to include in there. And then these packages should load properly. So that's about it. That's how you can use structured blocks and how you can enable the shortcuts as well right in your beautiful org mode Emacs window here. That's it for the micro lesson today. Thanks for watching. I'm going to see you all next time.